Hi, my name is Cynthia and I'm the Fishing Mommy. If you're anything like me and you're interested in fishing and outdoor content, chances are you've heard of Lojo Fishing. This big bearded bass fisherman from Alabama has truly cracked the code on growing on YouTube and beating the YouTube algorithm. Over the past few years, he's demonstrated constant channel growth, and now it's actually accelerating. And I'm going to unveil for you the 6 secrets of how Lojo has beat the YouTube algorithm for explosive channel growth. Long before I was the Fishing Mommy, I was actually a marketing professional for many years. If you want to learn how to grow your YouTube fishing channel, or you just want some more information about your favorite fishing YouTuber, you've come to the right place. We're going to take a deep dive into how one of the most popular fishing YouTubers beat the YouTube algorithm, exploded his channel growth, and changed his life and his family's lives forever. I've been a subscriber of Lojo's for about 3 years. He's gone on quite a journey from being a suburban army veteran with about 1,000 subs a few years ago to today. This is a guy who now gets to fish every single day. He gets to make fishing content every single day. He has 400,000 subscribers, you guys. He just bought his dream ranch, and he's just been made a member of the Googan squad. They're arguably the hottest and most disruptive brand in all of fishing today. Let's start at the beginning. The very first video Lojo has listed on his channel is from September 2016. And it's an MTB unboxing and slam. It was shot in his garage, and the fishing part was shot in a kayak. Now, to this day, that video still only has 1,700 views. There's a website called youtubers.me where you can actually see a historical timeline of any YouTuber's subscriber growth and view growth over time. Well, they don't go all the way back to September 2016, and I don't know the exact number of subs he had at that time. We know that it was probably only 1,000 or 2,000 based on some comments that Lojo himself made in his Why I Joined the Googan Squad video. The point is, way back in 2016, he was a very small YouTuber making really average content. In fact, if you've got a fishing YouTube channel, I can almost guarantee that you've done an MTB unboxing video yourself. Here's a playlist of mine. Let's fast forward a couple of months to November 2016. This is when Lojo had a first moderate hit with a video that has now about 37,000 views. That's the first time any of his videos had more than a couple thousand views. But he had actually hit upon something really important, a phenomenon that growth hackers call trend jacking. He took a trendy or trending topic and he made a video about it in a moderately timely fashion. Now, this is the same thing that gaming content creators like Dream, who makes Minecraft videos, has done. He did it with PewDiePie, and he's done it to a humongous scale. In fact, he's probably the fastest growing YouTuber in the history of YouTube. The video Lojo did was about a double whopper plopper lure. That's a lure that had just come out that same August, and now it's November. And of course, it took the fishing world by storm because everybody loves a good topwater blow up, right? But it really didn't matter that Lojo did his a few months later. The demand for this lure and people wanting to see it in action was enough to give him a real nice boost. And it also helped that he did a great job of SEO on this video. Sidebar, what is SEO? SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization, which basically just means you're making sure that your title and your description and your tags, as well as actual words that you say in your video, tell YouTube exactly what your video is about. So Lojo was actually able to get his video to the #1 and #2 ranks for double plopper and double plopper topwater blowups search terms. These are high-ranking search terms. People were searching them a whole lot at that time. And according to TubeBuddy, which is an amazing free tool, and I'm going to link it down below, this video had an SEO score of 90. This is Lojo Hack #1, trend jacking. Lojo saw that there was a very trending bait in the bass fishing world. He jumped on it. He made sure that he made a video relatively early in that bait's life cycle when it was still trending upward and people were looking for more information on it. Trend jacking isn't everything, but if you can use a trend or a popular YouTuber's name to get a leg up while still adding something new and unique to the conversation, it's likely to help you. And you can see that his video went from his normal, 1,000 or 2,000 views to 37,000. That was big at that time for him. And then the very next month, he followed up on that moderate success with his very first big video. Now, that video is big by almost anybody's standards because it's got 408,000 views as of today. And what's it about? Fishing with live minnows. Can you believe it? I mean, that's one of the most basic kinds of fishing with live bait. But this time with this video, he actually managed a TubeBuddy SEO score of 100, as good as it gets. And he also ranked for 4 tags. Sidebar, ranking for tags means that your video shows up on the first page of search results when somebody searches for a specific term. Something else that Lojo did on this video, he actually tagged every member of the Googan squad by name in this video. A sneaky and not entirely kosher trick for growth. Now, I don't actually know if this tricks the YouTube algorithm or not. I suspect that it really doesn't have that much influence as of today, although it might have back in 2016. But it's certainly possible that this video back then got some uplift from tagging the members of the Googan squad. We don't really know. But what we do know for sure is that something made this video blow right the hell up. And by making sure that he did a good job of optimizing his title, his description, and the words he said in the video, as well as tags, he was able to rank for those very important terms. So that's Lojo hack number 2. Optimizing your keywords in your titles, tags, descriptions, and your video content, what you actually say in the video. Now this is when it gets really interesting, because even though we know that this minnow fishing video got 408,000 views, which is a lot, we don't know the exact subscriber growth from it, but we do know that it wasn't massive. How do we know this? Because if we look back at that growth chart, we can see that he still only had 7,000 subs a year later. At that point, he was still only getting about 55,000 views a month. Now that sounds like a lot maybe to you or to me, but when you compare it to someone who's had a video get 400,000 views, you have to wonder, well, does that mean all of those people who watched that video about minnow fishing decided not to subscribe? Well, yeah, it looks like that is what it means. Now, why would they not subscribe to Lojo's channel even though they watched his video 400,000 times? The most likely reason is that they didn't find other content on his channel that was quite as relevant to their interests. They were looking for videos about fishing with live bait, but that's really not something Lojo does on a regular basis. He almost always fishes with lures. So if somebody came to his channel looking for content on live bait, and then they saw that all of his other 100 videos were about lures, they probably were going to realize that his content wasn't the most relevant to them, and they would just leave without subscribing. Even if you do have a video that gets a ton of views, the vast majority of those viewers may not sub to you if you do not routinely post content that's directly related to their interests. You're going to get more subscribers and much better overall engagement and a boost from the YouTube algorithm if you have multiple videos on similar topics. In other words, dig into a specific niche. And that is Lojo hack number 3. Okay, now moving forward into 2017. What's really interesting to me here is that in Lojo's own account of the time frame, he describes himself as a very low-level YouTuber with only about 10,000 subs and being about a year into his YouTube journey. But the interesting thing that you and I can notice is that in 2017, not a lot happened on his YouTube channel at all. In fact, by April of 2018, he still only had about 9,000 subs. But then, things changed. In just 1 month, from April 2018 to May of 2018, Lojo experienced his biggest subscriber jump yet, growing his channel from 9K to over 15K in just 4 weeks. That's over 66%. And how did he do it? The answer is that he had another big video hit, but with a key difference. Unlike the video that amassed 408,000 views, this one took off right away, and it got 200,000 views in an extremely short period of time. And what was that video? Well, surprisingly, it was the one about his wife picking his fishing lures. Something cute actually happens in the beginning of this video. He was at the point where he wasn't even sure he was going to get 400 likes on a video, and that video now has 11,000 likes. How did this video do so well? A few factors I observed as I dug into it. It ranked #1 for the search term wife fishing challenge, which has a surprising amount of search traffic. It ranked #2 for wife picks lures. #3, he used the search term hot wife. #4, he tagged the entire Googan squad by name again. All of these things, plus a really good thumbnail, added up to very rapid initial views on the video. It was a subject matter that was closely related to what people were already coming to his channel to watch. He was doing a bunch of challenges and semi-funny setups related to fishing, and this fit right in with that. But it also introduced the element of an appealing woman, and it established Lojo as a good family man too. There were a lot of ingredients that worked together to make this video a great formula. But the biggest takeaway here, and the truth is, that YouTube's algorithm heavily favors momentum. If a video does well in its first hour, if a video does well in its first day, if it does well in its first few days, YouTube will continue to promote that video to more and more people, and it will have a much better chance of going viral. Since this video was relevant to the rest of the content on the channel, far more of the viewers were likely to smash the subscribe button. So within 1 month, Lojo grew his subscriber base by over 66% on the basis of just one simple video. How? He built upon the first 3 Lojo hacks, and he added the 4th, momentum. Quick break. Okay, I know this video is getting long, but there's a lot left to cover. Stick with us to learn more of Lojo's hacks and see the truth unveiled about how he got all the way to 400K subscribers. And more importantly, how you can learn from what he did and apply that to grow your own channel too. Okay, the very next month, something amazing happened again. On June 18th, 2018, Lojo had his first huge video hit. It was the first video that he ever filmed that got over 500K views. In fact, over 600, over 700. It has over 800,000 views today. Huge. He took the success he had seen from Lojo hacks #1 through 4, and he added yet another element to the mix. Are you sensing a theme here? Lojo kept experimenting. He kept building on a winning formula as soon as he found elements that worked for his audience. He's beginning to really understand the specific content that his viewers want to see and what kind of content they will reward. And that itself is Lojo hack #5. Double down and build on your successes. When you see a pattern that works, build on that, expand on that. The 800K video had a 102 buddy SEO score. He tagged all of the Googans, trend jacking. It was directly relevant to his channel. It built upon the family man persona that he had established already with the wife picks lures video, but it used a kid instead. Also, the thumbnail is interesting to analyze, but actually that's going to be a topic I go into depth in another video. So make sure you hit the subscribe button here and hit that notification bell so you don't miss when I go into a deep dive analysis of Lojo's thumbnail game. Okay, so now we're in summer of 2018, and this is actually where Lojo himself says he began to transition to being a full-time YouTuber. So right around that time, Lojo started hanging out with the Googans a little bit. He went to the Bassmaster Classic as a Lose representative, and he actually ended up staying in the Airbnb with the Googans. At this point, he had around 70K subs, so he was growing pretty fast. Looking back now, it's kind of easy to see that manager Matt from the Googans had plans for our boy Lojo. But you know what? He didn't get another truly viral video hit for quite some time. In fact, it wasn't until April 24th of 2019. Guys, that's really not that long ago. At that point, Lojo had about 83,000 subs, which is awesome. That's a pretty sizable channel, especially for YouTube fishing. And it definitely gave him enough of a built-in audience to really explode the views on this video. That is, to this day, the top performing video across his entire channel. That video is teaching a kid to use a bait caster. And that video has 1.5 million views. Wow. Wow. If you know your own EPM number, which is your earnings per 1,000 views, you can calculate what you'd earn on a 1.5 million view video by multiplying your EPM number by 1,500. It's a lot of money, folks. Wow. So what were the ingredients Lojo used here? Well, number one, optimized keywords. Optimized to the moon. This thing had a 100 SEO score. It ranked for 4 tags. It added kids and was ranked #1 for 2 or 3 separate tags about how to use a bait caster reel. This is a massive search volume term. Everybody wants to know how to use a bait caster reel better. Number 2, trend jacking. This time, although he did tag the Googans, he didn't stop there. He tagged Milliken Fishing and First State Fishing. These are huge YouTubers who had nothing at all to do with his video. Number 3, similar content. It's another Pick Your Lures challenge, and it involves his family again. Number 4, momentum. Now, this one's interesting because I don't have any way of knowing this for sure, but I have a really strong suspicion that Lojo used the Premiere feature, which was brand new at that time. It had just come out that same month. And that could have activated his 83,000 subscribers and helped his early momentum massively. And that's a great tip for you guys as well, by the way. Your early momentum will be helped by premiering videos. Number 5, doubling down. This video is almost identical in a lot of ways to the various other picking lures challenges that Lojo did, but it taps into an even stronger SEO vein because of the baitcaster keywords and the use of another major hack. And that brings us to Lojo hack number 6, answering a burning question that your viewers want to know. How to. This strategy accomplishes many things. Number 1, it ensures you'll rank high in search and discovery and suggested videos. 2, it actually provides valuable information, not just entertainment. We all like to kill some time watching other people fish when we can't, but the truth is, YouTube is the world's 2nd largest search engine. That means people use it to learn stuff, like how to use a bait caster. And that's the magic phrase to remember, how to. Shortly after this massively popular video hit the channel, Lojo earned his silver play button for 100,000 subscribers. He passed that huge milestone in May of 2019. Now guys, that means that he went from 15,000 subs to 100,000 subs in 1 year, all on the strength of 3 videos, each one of which got more popular because he was zeroing in on exactly how to beat the YouTube algorithm for massive channel growth. And if we fast forward to January of 2020, guess what? Lojo hit 200K subs. That's only 8 months later. Now here we are in October 2020. That's only 9 months later. Lojo's doubled his subscribers again to 400K. Basically, what we're seeing is that for the past roughly 2.5 years, Lojo has used these principles, the Lojo hacks, to double his subscribers every 8 or 9 months. And it's all thanks to these 6 simple principles that I'm calling Lojo's hacks that he used to beat the YouTube algorithm and explode his channel growth. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a lot, and I hope you'll take just a second to hit the subscribe button here too, because I have a lot of additional content to share about how you can grow your YouTube fishing channel and live out your dreams too. Oh, and one last thing. If you thought a lot of this SEO stuff was really valuable and interesting, if you'd like to get TubeBuddy for yourself, check out the link in the description. Thanks for watching The Fishing Family, and we'll catch you later.